hope you can hear me. I believe you can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. This is round one of Tier S. It's been a while. It's been in a cooking. It's been in the pan for a while. A good month and a bit, I'd say. But here we are. First race is minutes away from getting started. People are starting to join the lobby. Get underway at around 7. If there's a couple of late, we'll delay it a couple of minutes. And here's your grid. As everyone knows, everyone's seen the tweet, this is going to be AEM's farewell tour, we'll call it that. There's 3 races to go. You've got round 1 of Tier S, then you've got Tier 2, and then Tier 1 next week. We'll be going out with Tier 1 on Wednesday. So tune in for that. You know, it's a goodbye to AEM. But AEC won't be going anywhere. I'm also joined today by Mr. Brett Normans. He's got a full-time job now, so this might be his only appearance on Tier S. But hello, Brett. Welcome in.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed our lovely playlist that we've put together at the start. Thank you for having me, Tom. This will be my one and only week here at Tier S. I might move my microphone away from my mouth because it sounds like I'm breathing into it. But yeah, this is going to be absolutely brilliant tonight. Got 20 fan-dabby-dozy esports drivers on for no assist. And they're gonna put on a show for us, I reckon, tonight.
Absolutely. Right, we have got a bit of a surprise for everyone in a sec. You know, you might like it. The quality's not the greatest, but you know, it doesn't matter about the quality. It's about the content that it delivers. We are gonna. Is Brett on the snow? I don't know what he's on. But let's have a look at the grids. There's quite a lot of people here that you know might surprise us. There's no outright favourite, I don't think, really.
I think straight away, I'm looking at Choco for VSR and Connor for PSR, 2 very, very speedy boys, I can't lie, and be interested to see what happens with them. You've obviously got Rusty for Nexus Racing as well. He'll be a driver to very much look out for, and England's finest, Jam Pancakes 44, an ever consistent driver whenever I've seen him, so... There's definitely a few shouts you can't really call a winner straight away here, Tom. I will agree with you. Brett 365, they're offering a range of odds. Got an outsider here, Carsey 0111, 16 to 1 for Carsey to win this evening.
There's a lot of these guys that I remember from Assist 2s. They have moved on in the world. Carsey, Levi, Rusty, Maris, JT, quite a lot of them were in the old Assist 2s, if you remember it.
Dude, that
go on.
It was the debut of Brett Kravitz back then, wasn't it?
That was the debut of Brett Kravitz. It was. Where do I stick in the bets? Kenzie, you're probably not old enough. But anyway, right, everyone, brace yourselves. We have got Brett Merlanders in town.
Yeah.
Enjoy, lads, right? I hope this works. If it works, it's going to be brilliant. But just for context reasons, YouTube has rendered this, you know, it was meant to be HD. It's more like, you know, SD now. But hey, it's all about the quality of the content it delivers. Enjoy.
Right, welcome to the F2s. Oh, hello, nearly had a moment under traction. How do I do now on media breaks? Right, so you're going to have your DRS open, coming towards the line now. You're going to be reaching top speeds of an F1 car here, around 202 miles an hour. But because I'm in an F2 car, 188. Brake, nice! Oh, I've not hit the apex there. That is a very shocking lap. Hug the apex tight to not done that, and had a bit of loss under traction here. That's a bit of a yikes, but DRS is activated. We go for it. We go again. So. Nice and tight on the entry. Very nicely done there from me. Powered down nice and early on the exit. There we go. 32.988 in the first sector. That's lovely. S section here can be carnage if you want to go too wide. A little bit of a hairpin here where we have some people trying to go for a move around the outside. And then got to go for this off-camber double left-hander here. Get it nicely slowed down, very nicely done from myself if I say so myself. And just let the upshifts happen. You got a nice bit of DRS down here. Got to get it nice and turned in. Get the front axle. Oh, hello, that's a bit of a Bit of a twitch, but we go again. Often can spin out a bit here, but looks to be taken very dandy. 116.64 coming through the second sector. And with all for motivation of a slug and a lettuce, we come to the final corner. Well, it's not the final corner, it's the penultimate corner, because this right here is the final corner. And there we go. And DRS will be activated. We come to the line now, and it will be a 1 minute 41.4.
So there you go, everyone. That is a lap with Brett Normans. Everyone's saying it's 144, but that's blame YouTube. We'll sort that out for next week. I didn't want to. I asked Brett last night to do that to me at 1 in the morning. 1 in the morning. The quality came out awful because YouTube rendered it to. I don't even think it was 140p, to be honest. But because of the effort Mr. Brett Normans put into that, I had to show you all. So I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, please don't make fun of my talent in the chat, or lack of talent. I don't see you doing F2 hot laps at 1 AM in the morning, so personally hold that.
Who's this commentating? Tom Nepp, you know.
Scouse.
And Brett Normans. That's the two
hello.
Commentators, Ismail. I am a free agent, but I'm joking. Show the cutout stuff. No, because
we're not showing ourselves.
I should have done a bloopers actually. I should have done a bloopers. There was quite a few bloopers. I did ask him to do it no assist, but he said no.
Ben said it on no assist.
Show going straight online. I mean, I said, go on, Brett, just do no assist for me, and he didn't break. He went 150 metre ball and went straight on. People can ready up. If anyone wants to give.
Oh shit! Yeah, there is 20. Oh yes. That is actually my job. Yeah.
Mr. Otis is in the chat. Welcome in, Mr. Otis. If anyone wants to see the no assist footage, it is on Twitch. Check it on Twitch.
Yep. We'll be on twitch.tv/Brett Norman F1 if you want to see it.
We might have one from Joseph next week, and for everyone complaining about the quality, we'll make sure it's up a bit. I know everyone's got their standards. Hello, IFC Racing, TVA all the way. I don't know the favourite. Usually you have a favourite for.
Yeah.
I mean, it might change straight after quality. To be fair, someone might run away with it. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. We are now starting to ready up. This is, I'm ready here. This has been in the pipeline for a while. A quick
goosebumps.
A quick history lesson on AEC Championship. It started at the end of 2020. There was a tournament called SEC, and that was a twos tournament. And then that kind of ended. Colonel took over for a season. Then Dan kind of took over, renamed it AEC. I believe we're now on season 3. Is it season 3 of AEC now? Or season 2? No, season 3. I believe.
Season 3.
Yeah, season 3. And then Dan has passed it over to JT. And then JT, big brain, thought, what, why not expand to a no assists tournament as well? And that brings us to today. There you go. That's a brief history lesson with Timmy Knops. Whew. Right, we're starting to get into this now. I'm looking forward to this. I am, Brett.
Oh yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. We needed some Thursday night entertainment after the unfortunate passing of the Paradox series.
Levi's games crashed. That is not ideal. There is not enough remaining to start the session. You will now be returned to the session lobby. As Levi... Oh. I'm all right. We've had a bit, technical difficulties at HQ. We're back in. The quality's not started, I mean, we're not going to get that bad. Jesus. Here. lot of people now are starting to come out. I believe the strategy is medium hard, like pretty much every track is now medium hard. I hope for the next game there's a way where they can just manipulate the strategy a bit for 50% races. You know, I'm not asking for like free stop strategies, but can we have something different from just medium hard? Surely I'm not the only one who's thinking this, right? Potentially, but F1 it mainly is down to strategy. As much as I know, obviously, fastest car usually wins the race. That's not always the case. Strategy is a big part of IRL F1, and you just don't see it in this game at all, do you? You generally just don't. You don't see it in this game. I don't believe I've killed you. Mr. Rusty is on a lot. Rusty, once again, he's one of the assist 2 fellas. He's back in the no assists, and I believe I've seen quite a lot of his hot laps. Can't hear Brett Norman's, right? We will establish that. Brett, if you want to leave and then rejoin the conference, if that helps. It's a 100% chance, Axel. Let's have a look. You should be able to hear Brett when he joins back, or if he invites me. Rusty, clear of you, mate. Probably, Axel, mate. Probably. That's considering I don't race. I mean, Rusty's got over the right-hand side there. That is the place that is a bit risky. He used to be a bit of an auto-spin curve, but not for Rusty anyway. He's setting purple sectors because he's the furthest along the track. And what is the banker time for everyone to beat? Just invite me, Brett. Just invite me, mate. Rusty is on his way to the line now. DRS is activated, and here he comes to the line. The banker time is a 27.4. Everyone, apart from Mr. Rain and Go Too Fast, are out on track, and Tomino goes right behind him with a 28.1. Easy to spin without grip packs. I mean, I did see that fella on Twitter, actually, Loveland, and it's not ideal, is it? Not ideal. Carty goes into P2 at 28 flat. Levi goes straight behind him as well, also 28 flat. Brett, are you going to invite me, or do you need me to invite you from? So, Allison on his potentially his final race for AEM. I don't know if he's going to be doing Tier 1 next week, but if he isn't, this is going to be his final race. I believe it's JT's final race. JT was also the owner of the championship, so if you don't let JT win, he will just give you penalty points. So Mr. JT is someone we need to keep an eye on. And JT has just gone into P11 with a 28.5, over a second off of Rusty. I'm going to have to invite Brett. He's not invited me. Bear with me. Okay, Brett has now been invited. JT is straight into Monaco. Mr. Brett, if you want to include your audio, then we should be good to go.
Right, we should. Right, the audio is included, so we should be all good to go. So
if we're not, then.
Yeah. If not, it's going to be a bit of a skill issue. But,
there we go.
I mean,
thank God for that.
There we go. Right.
You know, oh my, Jesus Christ! Who was that? That was Rain. I believe Rain. I hope he wasn't finishing a lap. No, he was finishing a lap. Mr. Egger had to dodge Rain there very well, and Rain, I assume, has probably cut the pit lane as well. I mean, I didn't catch him, but Rain might have cut over the pit lane. That was a bit dangerous. Rain is very good at chess, but at the moment, not great at F1.
Yeah, I mean, Rain's a driver that I've picked up a little bit of info on last night. I actually found myself engineering him last night in old WR Tier 3 around Brazil. Engineered into a P5, which I thought was a very good result. He seems a lovely young lad, is Rain F1, but I think he might
loves the young lads as well, Brett. So Kai on an invalidated lap. Is it Cypher or Cyber? What are we going with today?
I'm going with Cypher.
Cypher, right, that'll do me. So Cypher
It's for
is
Caesar,
in his way.
Cypher.
He's on his way to the pits. Who is on a lap here? Might be Mr. Pancakes. You know, it's not far off Pancake Day, to be fair. A few weeks away, but Jam Pancakes, notoriously known for going down inside of my team, but we don't talk about him. So Jam Pancakes, 27.4, the time to beat. No one is within 3/10 of Mr. Rusty yet. It's pretty clear of the field. Brett, you didn't engineer Toby to win against VLE, though, did you? Did you not do that, Brett?
What is VLE? Is my
I haven't
question.
got a Scooby-Doo, mate.
That's
I've
like
not got a Scooby-Doo.
virtual learning entertainment. So that's like my 5-minute video clip that you used to put on when you're in reception, I think. Isn't that them? I don't know. I don't have a Scooby-Doo. But Jam Pancakes, yeah. Let's talk a little bit about them. St George's, they're going in their usual car, which is the Haas. They do love the Haas, the car that they did use in TPS. Obviously, with the white and red, the pride of England, as they are known, with the English flag colours. 106.201 coming through Sector 2, so looking quite good for number 69. Hey, and coming into the penultimate corner now. Looks to be very dandy yellow flag in Sector 2 being caused by Williams, but he'll unlock for DRS now. Come to the line, what could Jam Pancakes do? It's P3.
P3, but still a way off pole. Rusty is out here on his own at the moment. No one has even got close to the guy. It's very close though from P15 to P5. They're separated by 2/10, but apart from that, yeah, Rusty's out clear. Hello, Mr. Shush. So we've got 9 minutes to go with the session. Rusty is on his way out. Let's see what he can do. We are going to stay on board with him and see if he can improve on his 27.4. There's a yellow flag. Who's that for?
I believe it was for a Haas. It could have been either Monty Slow.
It is
Yep,
Mr.
it
Monty,
looked to be
yep.
Monty.
And
Monty
first one of the
Slow,
season,
Monty Slow.
Monty. You can't park there, sir. So, go
he's
too
been
fast,
waiting
not set a
for it.
lap yet. Rain is on an out lap, also not set a lap. Go too fast. He is now on a hot lap. If he can keep it valid, he should move off the bottom of the table. Allison, a 10th up after Sector 1. Rusty, looks like he's going for another out lap, is he? Or has he been blocked or something? I'm not sure.
Might be going for the double out lap method. You never know.
Let's see what happens. Anyway, back on board with Allison because he's a 10th up after Sector 1. Currently sat in P2. Needs to find quite a little bit more in the middle and the final sector if he's to get anywhere close to Rusty's 27.4. Can Allison do it? I mean, I'm going to back the kid. This is potentially his last race for AM, and is he up and down in his time? He's just under 2/10 on his time. It's still going to be putting himself P2. Looks like Tamino's just gone into P4 with a 27.8, joining Pancakes and Allison. But can Allison, coming around the final turn now, match or beat Rusty's time of a 27.4? He was just under 2/10 of a second on his way to the line now. Allison, can he do it? No, but he's in 27.6s.
Yeah, very good lap there from Allison. Levi to the line now. What can he do? It's P3 for Levi. Another driver into for 127.6s. Looking absolutely quality for Nexus thus far. Furious coming to the line now. P11 jumps Liam Bowman there for the NVR driver. And here comes his Liam Bowman's teammate, Edgar Jr. Just to start a lap. That's very confusing because the game's doing a thing again. Shizu Agonise going up into P9 there. There's an Alpha Tauri coming across the line now. That's why I Choco. I'd have a look at where Choco's going. He's about to start a lap. That's why. Cypher,
I think they're doing 2 outlaps. I feel like they're doing 2 outlaps. They're trying to confuse us. Anyway, I am on board with Mr. Cypher. He was 2/10 up after Sector 1, about to start Sector 3 now, and Cypher is, no my Jesus, he's 3.5 up on his time. He should be putting himself at least P2 if he carries on that kind of pace going into the final sector. So Mr. Cypher on his way into the final corner now. Can he improve even more and maybe match or beat Rusty's time? He's all over the apex there. DRS is now activating. Cypher to the line now. Can he go P3? very close, 4 milliseconds behind Allison.
Yeah, JT next to the line here. He's 2 and a bit tenths up for AEM. Not biggest fan of Bahrain, but he's flying the flag, the Dutch flag for AEM for what could be the final time tonight, and he moves himself above Egger Jr. into P17. There's an Alpine coming to the line now. Nope, he's coming to the pits, so it'll be for Williams. That's next round. No, he's coming into pit lane as well. There's quite a lot of people coming into pit lane. Is Furious coming to the pit lane? Yes, he is. Yep.
The second runs are now done.
Yep.
Rain
Egger
on
Jr. onto P12.
Rain's the only driver not set a time, and he's on his way to the line now. He's already in the 27s. This might not be quickest on laps. And no, P19.
Yeah, not been the greatest start for the future racing team.
Mr. Choco.
Yeah, Choco. What a lap.
I think he had a toe there. He must have had a toe. His teammate's right in front of him. So a bit of teamwork happening there. So 5 minutes to go. Rusty still out in front. Can anyone match him? It's very, very close this qualifying. Look how many people are under 27.8.
I think this is going to be, for season opener, always sure to provide fireworks so we can get a bit of a footing to see where teams are in terms of their progress and what might be a sign of things to come. VSR Kai then, having a look at him for other VSR driver, for compatriot of Choco this evening. He's P10 at the moment. Obviously, Kai, he is an ex-Artemis man. If you remember that far back into the day, Tommy, he was an ex-AEM.
Was he always called Kai? Oh!
Yeah, he was always called Kai. He came over from TTM when TTM closed, and then he went off to FRA. He got an offer from FRA, to be fair, but I don't blame him.
Brains on that one.
Yeah, don't blame him too much there. But Kai, he's a little bit down in Sector 2. So will be interesting to see where he finishes this lap. Oh, hello! That is a wiggle, wiggle, and he's into the pit lane.
Talking of ex-Artemis fellas, Mr. Maris, I believe.
Yeah, P11.
Maris, Champagne Kinks is a 10th up in his time here. On his way to the final corner. 1/10 will move him up 1 position, but he needs to find a little bit more if he wants to jump Levi and Cypher. On his way to the line now, Pancakes goes P6. Does just jump Mr. Bowman.
Yeah, good lap time there from Jam Pancakes 44. He'll want his teammate Monty Slow up there, at least in the top 10, to provide a good start for St George's tonight. But I think, looking at the timing sheets thus far, it is advantage NRX, and I know they've only been back for a few weeks, but what an impact they're making on their reunion tour.
And Mr. Brood is on a lap. He did put a tweet out before, I did see it. And, he got his excuses out the way. He's like, I've been drafted in the last minute here. I don't really expect much. I don't really like the track. So you know what? He got his excuses out here early doors. And it's looking like he might be in the 140s at this rate. No, he's not even setting time. He's coming to the pits. He's on his way into the pits.
Yeah, I mean, FRT, we know they have some solid drivers. They have just recently acquired MKedge and Chelsea Fan from AEM. Those are 2 drivers that will do them just fine. But they've also got Harv, who has prioritised his dissertation over AEC Tier S tonight, which I can't lie, is shocking behaviour. Yeah,
legend has it, Otis does his homework in Parc Ferme, so I don't know why he couldn't do his dissertation whilst driving. But hey, Rusty is on an out lap. A lot of drivers now coming up for their final runs. Alison Cypher, pretty much everyone is on the way out here. Can they match Rusty's time? He did this on his first run as well, so there's more time in this lap for him with the track evolution and all that. You might be able to see him into the 0.3s. But I doubt anyone's going to get close to them. What is the point system for this? So it's 1 to 14. Top of my head, it's a point for pole, 30 points for the win, 25. I don't know exactly how, but I know it's up to P14. It is in the rule book, and I know it's 30 points for a win. That's all. That's all I'm going to be able to reel off. So it's in the rule book somewhere, Hal. But I know it's a point for pole position. That's another one. Go on, Mr. Brett. Who are we watching?
So, a couple of drivers that I have just kept my eye on a little bit around this track. I'm just using that as a segue. TV8 Tamino. Let's go on board with him, because I think he is actually the first one on a lap. I wouldn't really call that a hot lap, more like a medium to firm lap. If you're a horse racing expert, you'll know what I mean. So I believe it's Monty Slow next up. Oh no, he's exploring. He's exploring for desert. I hope he's getting out of the way of that PSR driver there. Because Cypher is on the lap, and I don't know whether he's just been impeded by Monty Slow. But we hope that he hasn't, because he is two and a bit hundredths up on his time, Mr. Cypher. A definite contender for pole position. Looks like Allison there. I think he might have bowled this run, and he'll just have to get out of the way, make sure that he doesn't impede any drivers. May have just been given a toe there to JT04. He hasn't helped out not much though for JT, because he is 22 milliseconds down on his time. But PSR, they're organising a lovely toe down this back straight. Cypher benefiting so well there. Connor just getting out of the way. What can Cypher do? To the line for the American. And I expect it to be P1. No, it's not. It's P2. So that banker time from Rusty is looking absolutely rapid at the moment. Because Cypher, yeah.
It looks rapid, but he's almost 2 tenths up, Mr. Rusty. At the start of the race, we said we didn't know who could win this. We said it's open as a book, and Mr. Rusty has come here, and he might be even into the .2s here. Jenny might be into the .2s. Rusty, you surely think this is pole lap here. Rusty to the line, and it's a 27.3, almost into the .2s. Can anyone pip that or get close to it?
Guy just going P4 there. There's a Williams going slow in the final sector. I believe that's NRX Levi. He was 2 and a bit temps down on his time.
Validated.
Yeah, that would be his main contender for pole position. Not working out. Liam Bowman up into P7 there, jumping jam pancakes in their merry-go-round. Obviously, Choco, as you've mentioned, invalidated. So the next car round would be Furious. I don't think he's going to be a pole contender, but he's 2 temps up on his time. He'll be looking to try and get into top 10 somehow. Look, P15 for him. So it's the Red Bull next to come across the line. There'll be a Shazoo driver of Agonise. He's a little bit down on his time. What has happened?
Pancakes. You can't park there, sir. And he's gone straight into the barriers. And he just parked. He needs to be careful. He's retired on track.
Ouch. Oh.
Might have to have a look at the old rule book for that one. Maris, looks like his session is over. Allison's session is over as well. Monty Slow, his session is over as well. So that is it. That is it for qualifying. Rusty, 2 tenths clear of the field.
Yeah, I mean, it was as open as a book. But it looks like we might be going to the stewarding room today, lads. So, you know, put your feet up, put your slippers on, grab a hot chocolate, because I'm going to have to write a nice little stewarding report for Tier S this week, I think, because there was a lot of impeding on laps, I've heard, from the drivers. So, it's really bad to hear that. That's really sad to hear. I can't lie. And by that I mean I couldn't really care less. But we'll look at it in the steward's room. Send your evidence in, and we'll have an absolute gander at it.
We will. We'll probably ready up in about 4 or 5 minutes or whatever. For the people who've not read the rule book, there is no formation lap. So for the people who go, who's host, and just have a quick gander of the rules. It might help. So here's your qualifying for round 1 of Tier S. Rusty, pretty far ahead of the field compared to everywhere else. Cypher in P2, Choco in P3, Kai 4th, Allison in 5th, Levi 6th, and you've got Bowman in P7, Jampegs at 8th, Tomino in 9th, and Got to Go Fast in 10th. And then there's the rest. All there. Starting to ready up now. I've got... So what time do you reckon we shall ready up, Mr. Brett?
29.
29, right. I'm going to leave you with some hotel music. Waiting room music. Come back in 5 minutes, lads. Well, not don't go anywhere. Just sit around. But we will be back in a few minutes' time where we'll get underway. I'll come back to our screen just before it, so you can check tyres and all that. But we'll come back in a few minutes.
Timmy, restarting.
We're restarting.
Yeah, apparently everyone's just sort of like had lobby glitches everywhere.
Oh. Okay. Otis, stop complaining and go and do some hot laps. Okay, so we're restarting. Yeah?
Yep, we're restarting. Could you grab the quali grid for me, please, bro? Just go on to race director and... Have you...
Hello?
Would you have the grid?
Yeah, it'll be on stream.
Yeah, no, but I can't physically go back and get it.
I'll read it to you. Bear with me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course this happens on JT. It happens in every race. It's not just this tournament, is it? You get restarts in everything.
Luckily, I saved the for actual settings, so we will need. Yep, Timmy, could you ping him to say if the lobby's open? I'm gonna be a bit.
I'm trying to read you the grid. Are you ready?
All right. Well, I'll need the drivers in first.
All right. I'll do it in announcements. Or has someone already done it?
Well.
We're doing some restart, lads. Bear with us. Lobby is open. Happy days. Can we have the music in the background? I mean, we could, but I don't want Otis being unhappy, It's his world and we're just living in it. Evening, Tom. Hello, Mr. Crowden. I hope you're on your best behaviour today.
Right. So, obviously, we've got the big boy.
Did you need it or you got it?
I will need it. You know what?
Okay, I've got it.
Do you have like photos of it?
Yeah, I'll screenshot it and send you.
Yeah, do that then.
Sound. Right, we're doing a music request, lads, but it needs to be like a remix so I don't get copyrighted.
Samba de Janeiro. Samba de Janeiro will be fine.
No. I'm gonna ask the viewers. We'll do a bit of a music request. While we're chilling.
Yeah.
You don't get this every day, you do. Harry Styles. No, I'm not doing Harry Styles, Ben. What did you say, Brett? Jack's agreed with you.
Samba de Janeiro for Norwich goal music.
Hang on. Right, I've got it. Right, it's coming on, lads. You'll still be able to hear me. It's only 38 seconds long.
You sure you got the right thing, mate?
Oh. Hang on. Yeah, it says only 38. 5-minute version. Oh, right, that'll do. Right. We've got it coming in. Susan Boyle next. No, Jack. I'm not into me Susans.
Personal
My
reasons
laptop.
or just don't like Susans?
I don't know, just honestly, if my laptop holds up tonight, I'd be amazed. The amount of tabs I've got open, I feel like it's going to start getting some smoke coming out of it. Oasis on it, lads. We've got 2 minutes. I'm trying to get this Norwich goal music on. Everyone is in now, so we're just waiting on Brett.
Yep. I'm doing it as quick as my little fingers will.
I mean, light stream it's gone.
Liam Bowman, jam pancakes. TVA Tamino. Let's go fast 6. TV8 Maris. Cassie 000. There we go. Shazoo Agonise. PSR Connor. Mega Junior Furious.
Yeah, we've got no
Monty
bots
Slow.
to block links, to be fair.
JT Rain Brood. Alright. Confirmed changes. Right, so I'm going to read out the grid to you, Tom. Rusty, Cypher, Choco, Kai, Allison, Levi, Bowman, Jam Pancakes, Tamino, Got to Go Fast, Maris, Carsey, Agonised, Connor, Edgar Jr., Furious, Monty Slow, JT, Rain, Bruges. That's
Sounds
all
good to
good,
me,
isn't
mate.
it?
Sounds good to me.
Right, we're all good to ready up then. Give me a second, I need to put it on realistic. Oh, yeah, dynamic. Realistic, right, we're all good. Oh, wait, I'll do it as a dry. I know we don't normally get rain in the desert, but for reference,
They
I
will kill
put
you
it,
if it does rain. Like,
yeah,
you will get
so
murdered.
I will put it on clear dry. So there we are.
I think that's for the best.
Yeah.
Right, lads. My computer's taking forever.
Yeah.
It's taken bloody forever to load things. We might not have the music, lads. It's a sad day. I'm trying my best. I'm pressing buttons. Not a lot's happening. But we're getting underway anyway. Tom and Brett thought on Oasis getting back together. I thought
Never
they
gonna
hated
happen.
each other.
Never gonna happen.
I swear they hate each other. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna press any more buttons. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I feel like if I press any more, the stream might end.
Right.
Yeah, but it's been Kenzie. How old are you? This has been going on for years, lad. Years. I wouldn't say they're bad. It's just not really my type of music. There's a few good songs in there, but on a whole, I'm more of a Beatles man. You know, I'm more a Beatles man. Right, so what time are we ready up, Mr. Burt?
37, I've said.
37.
We're going quite quickly.
Remember your setups, lads. For goodness sake. If someone says I've not put my setup on. Cheers, Kenzie. Cheers for that. Okie doke.
Yeah, that's all good.
I feel like light stream's having a moment, so I'm not touching it.
Yep. No. Vincent van der Voort, Vincent van der Voort.
Vincent van der Voort. Anyone heard Adele's new song? I have not. Just a reminder, lads, there is no formation lap. Just once again, just making sure everyone's aware. Darts returns tomorrow. Well, Ben, if you know, mate, darts never actually goes away. I don't know if you've ever seen on YouTube the Modus Darts League. You know, it never actually disappears. Somehow Rod Cross is 4th seed. You mean good darts? Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Right then, should we get race director up, see what everyone's tyres they're rocking?
Yeah, go on then.
So Rusty, top 3 are all on hards. Kai's going for the medium, it looks like. Alison and Levi got the... No, I'm not going to say it. Bowman, medium. Anyone starting on the softs? No. Disappointed. Right, let's get into it. Once again, lads, no formation lap, so we're going to get into it pretty quickly here. Let's do this, Brett. Let's do this. Good luck to all you cuties. Yeah, good well, that's one way to put it.
Yep. Right.
Good.
Let's get going. It's Tier S. Let's go racing.
Let's do it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights.
He's gone.
And away and racing finally. That looks like they've got held through absolute age. And who is that going down the middle here? It is Mr. Choco splitting them like an eye through a needle. Bowman's got a 5-second collision for a big collision there with Mr. Jam Pancakes. Well, Mr. Choco with an unreal launch there, got up the inside of Cypher. And Rusty is dropped on 2 positions. Corner is up 6 positions. And it looks like to me, you know, is Rain, is it Allison dropping down the order? But right at the start there, Mr. Choco, unreal start, but good very wide in the next corner. Cypher, the opportunist is trying to get him. Can Cypher get him? No, he cannot. Gives him a nudge though. Bloody hell, Brett, what's happened at the back?
Yeah, there's been absolute carnage at the back here. It's not been a brilliant start for Allison or Ghost Tomato or Mr. Jam Pancakes 44. It's been an absolutely horrific start for these boys. But back at the front, you know, brilliant start there from Choco and Cypher to get past Rusty. And, you know, for bloke that looked so formidable during qualifying, it's just, you know, he just dropped a couple of places during the race and could form one massive DRS trade. So for Rusty, the main objective for him surely is just to get past as quick as he can.
Mr. Monty Slow has disconnected for about the 5th time, and we're not even halfway through a lap. But yeah, Choco with that real start there, and he's already starting to pull clear. So after lap 1, the biggest gainer is there, Mr. PSR Connor, qualified in P14, and he is up 8 positions. The biggest loser there is Allison, he's down 10, and Gone Too Fast is down 10 as well. Let's go into tyres now. You know what, pretty clean start from what I saw.
I don't want to be that guy.
Go on.
I've got to go fast just to reset the track.
I mean, he's P20, he's 8 seconds behind Pancakes. You could add he's got a 20-second time penalty now as well. We've got some battling going on. Mr. Brett Rain and Furious Is Rain going to try and stick this up the inside? No, he's not. He's made Furious go very deep there, and Rain's just going to have to sit behind them. But at the top of the field, Cypher all over the back here of Choco.
Yeah, looking like very big issues for St. George's Esports, unfortunately, as Jam Pancakes leaves for session. It's really not been their day. Oh, his wing hasn't been replaced.
No, no, no. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh no, it hasn't. It hasn't.
Yeah.
It hasn't. So Mr. Pancakes has had damage. He has gone into the pits. It has not fixed his damage, and he has now rage quit. You know, that is brilliant. So both Hasses now are not in the session. Give him a round of applause for turning up, lads. You know, give him a round of applause. So, we're about to start lap 3. Cypher on the back of Choco. Choco leading us. Got a healthy battery usage there of 90%, not touching it. And Cypher just sitting behind him. Nothing really happening because the DRS is now activated, or will be activated very shortly. Rain closing into the back of Furious, but apart from that, Brett, no battles really happening on track right now. As I say that, I'm sorry, Brett, as I say that, Rain, but very late there. He scared me a bit. Back to you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be very harming to your own race if you were to go for a kamikaze move. Whilst DRS is initially being turned on, I think the drivers such as Alice, you do want to make some vital inroads, but you don't want to hamper your own race by getting involved into a nice little two-car tangle, as I like to call it. But I think for now you've just got to sort of find your rhythm and. Just let the pace come naturally to you. Conserve some battery, and then you can go forward from there.
I don't know how Bowman got his penalty.
5-second penalty.
Yeah,
this is Jam Pancakes.
I don't know how that happened, but he's going to have to serve it anyway, so it won't get removed. It's just going to be one of them, which is a bit of a pain.
Yeah.
But hey, that's the game for you. So Choco leading us now, about to start lap 4 very shortly. Cypher can't really get close to the guy. He has now got DRS to help him. See if he can close in a little bit on this straight. Currently 6 tenths behind him. Probably going to close to about 3 tenths, maybe 2 if he gets really close to him. And Choco sets the fastest lap. So yeah, Mr. Cypher nowhere near overtake opportunities. Yeah, I'm big DRS train. There's not a lot going on here, lads.
I mean, I would say the race is as wide open as a bit because you don't win the race on lap 4. But I do just want to put something out there. There's one driver that has beaten Chocolate around Bahrain in this game that isn't Otis Lawrence. Can you take a guess of who that driver is?
Is it you?
No.
Oh.
But it is an AEM representative. Do you want to know? Thomas dude.
I mean that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, it is one and only race around Bahrain this game. He took P1 in TR Big 2s and made me a happy little boy. I was jumping up and down on the spot like I'd been to fucking Weight Watchers camp. I was just really happy. So yeah, there's your stat for today, mate.
I appreciate the stat. Mr. Kai has dropped off this lap quite a bit. He was right behind Rusty at one point, and he's now starting to burn his battery, and so is Levi, to be fair. So Levi and Kai starting to burn a little bit to try and keep up with the train, and Kai has just about done it, but it doesn't look like... No, he hasn't. You can see his wing is now closed, and Kai does not have DRS there on that straight, but will have it on the next little part here. Cypher closing into right to the back of Choco now. Is he close enough for an overtake? I don't think he is. Let's just keep an eye on this one. Cypher with DRS again, but yes, he is not close enough to get an overtake done.
Yeah, I think if you're a driver looking to force a move, you're going to want to do it in this in the second DRS side of the lap. It's no point diving down the inside of turn 1 where your opponent into battle is just going to get the DRS into turn 4. So I think if we're going to see any battles for the lead, we're going to have to look towards turn 4 to see any dive down the inside or any potential Timmy Knop switchbacks. I know there was a famous switchback around here a couple of years ago in the IRL Christmas season against a certain Thomas Ronhalf from Tom Map. So, you know,
Yeah,
us commentators are talented.
Bahrain Short, that was back on Bahrain Short. You know, doesn't happen to us all.
And now
So,
this
Mr.
lap,
Cypher.
Levi's drained his battery. Levi's down to 0% and he's out of that DRS trend. So whatever Kai has done on the last lap, you know, has worked in wonders because he's pulled from Levi and, albeit himself being in a bit of an Exodus Racing sandwich, he doesn't really have to contend with Levi at the moment because he's got no battery to play with, which opens him up to Connor. But Rusty, kind of fast lap, that just shows his pace.
Here you go, Cypher though, Brett.
Stronger.
Oh, no, he thought about it. He did have a think about it, yeah. Oh my God, he's gone very deep there, Mr. Choco. And this is going to open the door for Cypher. He now has DRS. Choco's in a bit of danger. He's going to have to try and cover him off if he can. Can he cover him off? No, he cannot cover him off. Cypher is going to lunge as he... No, he's not. Backs out of it. Cypher playing the waiting game, it looks like.
Yeah, this could be a 29
Yellow
lap
flagged out.
rating game. That's JT040 for Artemis, unfortunately. As we did say at the start, Bahrain not really his favourite track, and just an error creeping in there, which is unfortunate for Dutch Delight. And you really feel for him. He'll be joining Team Valor come the expiration of AEM's existence, and well, he's been a good man, manager, owner, captain, leader, legend, some might say, and I think he deserved the opportunity to race in the opening race at Tier S because he's been a brilliant owner of AEC as well.
Levi now really dropping off the pack here of the top four, and as you can see there, Levi does have his pants down because he is flashing, and Peter Sarkon is all over the back of him and should be able to get him on the straight, you would assume. Battery's completely the opposite. Levi's is empty. Connor's is very full here, and you would expect to see Connor into P5 come turn one. Brett, thoughts on IAM? Kenzie, don't talk nonsense. Anyway, here goes Connor. Yeah, past Levi like he's not even there. Levi has dropped off quite significantly.
Yeah, I mean, he has no ERS to fight, but Connor did go a little bit deep there into turn one. So it could potentially open up the door for Levi, but yeah, for ERS, superiority for Connor has just been used right now. 60% versus 10%, and you know, in a battle of wits, in a battle of mathematics, back in the day. And there goes Maris.
Maris had a wiggle, and Carsey went right past him there. Good move for Carsey.
Yeah, very opportunistic there from Carsey. I think he's just going to have to pick apart the drivers and part it like the Red Sea as Liam Bowman goes down the inside of Shazoo Agonised, and Furious gets past Agonised as well. Rain F1 is going to look to make it go too wide down the level left-hander. Oh, and that's a tap! That is a tap!
Rain, what have you done? Rain goes straight into the back of Furious.
And Lewis Hamilton, Silverstone moment. Here comes AEM Allison, and he takes P11 like taking candy from a baby. Brilliant work there from Allison. As Rain and Agonised go too wide here up the sweeping right-hander. Rain has the inside line, but Agonised got a try to shoot it around the outside here. And can he get a move done here? They're going side by side. Rain gives up the position to Agonised, and well, we could be going to the steward's room, baby.
We will most definitely be going to the steward's room, baby. Cypher closing into the back of Choco here. Again, I keep saying it every lap, he just doesn't want the overtake right now. Furious on the back of Tamino, and Tamino, he's moving up, but yeah, that was not great from Rain. That's probably the first incident I've seen all race, to be fair. It's been pretty clean first few laps here, but yeah, that was not great.
We have to get the VAR lines out yet. You know, it might be a split decision.
Furious is on the back here of Tamino. He's that far on the back of him. He's now side by side with the guy. He has a wiggle though, and it looks like Tamino is going to stay ahead. Yeah, Furious lost probably what 3 or 4 positions there because of that.
I think it's going to be.
I'm pretty sure it was, Ali. I'm pretty sure it was. I'll have to watch it back, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle jiggle for Tamino there on the exit. Furious is going to try go too wide. It didn't work well last lap. He went too wide around this sweeping left-hander, but Furious, he backs out. He's been for better man. You know, he's seen the long game in his eyes, and good for him. Obviously, it's really nice to see Bunga and P7 there with Carsey, but I think if their other driver outside our points, that will be a little bit of a kick in for Wisdom Teeth. I'd have to quickly think of a tooth there. Wisdom Tooth was the first one that came into my head. Back to you, Tom.
So we're about to start lap 9. Choco leading us way like he has done since lap 1. That's another fastest lap. He's starting to reel them off now. And then there you go, PSR kind of goes straight in, so that goes out the window. Lap 9, these lads are probably going to be pitting what? Lap 16-ish? Around there?
Yeah, laps 16 to 19 I think we'll be seeing. 16 for the very early undercut, which can work sometimes around Bahrain, but only if you play it right with your battles in for DRS. But I think for objective lap will be lap 17 to lap 18 to switch from the hards to those medium tyres, or you can really hyperextend the hards and hope for a late safety car on the softs, which I can see some drivers doing this evening.
Just gonna go check Levi's warnings because he went very wide there. I don't know if he got a warning. He didn't. Oh, there you go. If you want to get Levi a penalty, lads, there's 2 warnings, and I just clicked in track extending. I promise you, I'm not trying to grass him out, but you know, he did just extend the track.
Bad grass. Bad.
I'm pretty sure if you went on board with him, he'd have eased off a bit as well to stop him getting the warning. Yeah, not great. Oh, top of the field, Choco is still leaving us out here. Cypher, do you know what? He's closer this lap. He's closer than he has been. 4 tenths going into the straight here, and you might see him go for it. If he turns his ERS on and wants to battle here, he could get him. He really could get him, but he's not turning it on. And now he's happy sitting behind him. But he is gaining, but he's not gaining enough. But he's not touching his ERS. He might want to get him on the next straight, as you said, Mr. Brett. Probably the best chance you've got for holding position. Yeah, Carsey's got him.
Yeah, Carsey's got Levi there, but does leave him open to attack into turn 4. As we say, again, Cypher not looking for it. If you do notice, he turns off his DRS just a little bit before the DRS line shuts it off before he starts to brake. So he is really just playing a game of cat and mouse here. Is Cypher just waiting for a mistake to potentially creep in from Choco? Maybe to put the power down a little bit too early, but you know, we're 10 laps in and Choco is yet to crack under foot pressure.
A few Carsey fans in the chat, and yeah, he's up 6 positions. Connor, though at the moment, will be getting driver today because he's up 9 positions, qualified at P14, and he's up to P5. So Connor is having a good race, as so is Carsey, and they're hunting down Kai and Rusty now for these final podium positions. But at the top, once again, Choco is leading us, going to go into lap 11, leading every single lap of Tier S so far. That's what Choco can say. Going into lap 11, will Cypher go for it this lap? I think he's going to probably have to go for it before they pit. See what he can do, because a safety car and all that could change strategies out the window. Cypher though, DRS is now going to be enabled. He's closing in again, but he's not touching his ERS. Move at the bottom, got too fast, and Monty Slow going too wide. Brett going into the final corner, and it looks like Monty Slow has been passed.
Yeah, Monty Slow, too slow, forgot to go fast there. There is a joke about speed you can make there, but hello, Monty's going, hunting for that slip. Forgot to go fast, pulled essentially into the pit lane there, but pulled away. But Monty Slow, he's got the position, and it's for Slow, beats for fast, for Tortoise beats for Hare. There we are, and Monty Slow has got the position, but got to go fast. He'll come back into turn 4.
They are battling here. Yeah. P17, P16, you know, battling for the wooden spoon.
Oh, hello.
Oh, go on, Brett.
He had a little bit of a lag spike on my screen. He was going here, there, and everywhere. He was going to the Himalayas, and then he was back in Slough for a second. Don't know what's going on with him.
Maris on the back of Levi now. Levi is starting to drop a few positions here, and he's got some hungry drivers sat behind him, and you know, he's harvested a little bit. Levi isn't, but still not great compared to Choco and Cypher, who are in 95 plus territory. They are putting on a clinic at the moment. They really are. Can't believe there hasn't been a safety car yet. To be honest, there's not really been need for one. It's been pretty clean, apart from that one incident that I saw between Furious and that Rain. Apart from that, there's not been much going on in terms of collisions and all that.
Nope, not much going on thus far. Just a huge game of cat and mouse. A few good moves here and there for Bunga Carsey. For BRT, he's definitely putting on a show. Is for Northern Irishman. For Northern Irish, Nigel Mansell will go with, and Levi there having a massive pickle. Oh, he's gone off track. Levi's gone off track and he's losing positions here. He's gone into the gravel. Will he lose a position to Allison here? Yes, he will. And it's from P7 to P11 for Emirates.
Oh,
Levi's having an absolute demanding here.
He's having an absolute John Barnes. He's not having a good one. Is Levi today. At the start, I probably would have put him, like, without seeing everyone's pace, I probably would have gone like top 3 kind of material. But yeah, it's not going particularly well for the fella today. Back up to the top, Mr. Choco still leading us, Cypher just chilling behind him. I feel like Choco's in a bit of danger though.
Yeah, could be in danger, but I'm still looking at this battle for P10, I can't lie, Tom. Allison did go wide a little bit there, funny enough, wasn't caught on stream. Just I think he outbroke himself in the off-camber double left-hander, and it just forced him to go wide a little bit and take for runoff. But yeah, back up to P1. I mean, I will touch upon what Harvey has said there. Great discipline great discipline, but the discipline might come to an end here. Here we go, Cypher has a little look. 700ths away was the American from Choco, and well, no move to be done yet. We might be going for a 29-lap shootout here.
I mean, it's going to be shortly between when Rusty starts to notice what's going on here, and Rusty's going to start putting the pressure on Cypher, and Cypher's going to have to make a move. He can't let Rusty get ahead of him, and it generally won't be long before Rusty starts to think about it, if he can. But yeah, these three, Kai is just hanging on with them, just about, and they have pulled away from Connor and now Carsey as well. But yeah, these 4 drivers really have put a gap onto the field. Lap 13 run now.
Yeah, I think for Carsey, the main aim for him at the moment will just be getting into the DRS, because he'll have a hungry Maris on him as well when the DRS comes. But the rest on 3%. Just looking at all for ERS, you know, these top 3 all in a league of their own. Kai is hanging on there, but P4, 14% ERS, just not, I mean, let's do some quick maths, around 8 times less than what Choco and Cypher are carrying at the moment. That is completely bad maths, Jesus Christ. Alfred must have that. So yeah, about 6 times less.
Lap 14, we've started now, and Choco still leading every race because Cypher just doesn't want the move. He is going to wait potentially to the last lap to overtake Choco if he can, and as Harvey said in the chat, why didn't, maybe Choco's got to think about this and maybe just go for a push lap. I know it's risky because if he doesn't push it and he's burnt all his battery, then he is a sitting duck, but maybe he's got to think about it, because at the moment it's Cypher's race. I know Choco's leading, but Cypher really does hold all the cards, and I wouldn't be surprised if Choco's thinking about maybe going for a push lap if he can. A couple of positions moved here.
Tamino's gone agonised.
He has. Tamino's gone off there. Looks like collision. That's agonising, that.
Yeah, Tamino and agonised just coming together there. Not very nice to see, but good to see that they're still going and haven't suffered major damage.
Choco's listening to the stream, bro. He is listening to the stream. He is pushing. He is pushing on this lap. Look at the gap grow. He's starting to use his battery as well. It's at 8/10. You might see him use it here on this straight as well. See if he can push a little bit further. Or is he going to leave it? Let's see. No, he's left it.
No, he's using...
No, he is.
Yeah, he's using the drips and drabs.
He's trying. He's starting to stretch him a bit, though. He is starting to stretch him. Cypher's definitely going to have to use shortly. If Choco's starting to do that... I thought Choco was coming up at him.
A little bit of mind games going on as Choco gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. He's just going to try and do what he can to maybe throw Cypher off his game, maybe tempt Cypher into an early undercut. That is an early pit stop, though, for Liam Bowman. I wonder if he's got damage of sorts. No, he doesn't, but he is serving that 5-second penalty he picked up. Shazoo Agonized is in as well.
And yeah, Liam Bowman with a very early stop there onto a medium. He's got to do about half a race distance on those medium tyres, but we'll see how it ends up there. Agonised coming in as well as FRT Bruges.
Yeah, so that little push that Choco's done has cost him about, what, 10% of his battery, and they're in the same position. So it didn't really work out what you've seen him trying to do, apart from the gap growing by about 0.2, but he is still sat right behind him, Cypher, and he's just chilling. He is just chilling. Choco, he only needs to find 0.2 to break that DRS, see if he can. And they are pulling away from PSR Connor. Really are. Rain and Levi switch positions, and Levi, yeah, it's not been the greatest race for him.
Yeah, Cypher's always looking good in the first sector. He's got a 10th advantage on Choco in terms of average, but it's in the second sector where Choco just extended by about a 10th. So in the final sector there, roundabouts equal, but Cypher 2/10 up this lap on his personal best, and in comes Choco.
They're in. They are
and
in.
in comes Rusty as well.
The battle of the old strategy is starting to pay off here. Choco is in, Rusty is in, and Cypher, you'd assume he's going to push here. Will Cypher push? He is. You can see him. He's using his ERS. He's probably going to have less than 50% when he comes into the pit here. He really is going to be pushing here, and Choco, on his way out the pits now, is also going to have to push on his out lap. Is he going to come out in traffic though? It's potential. Got too fast might have him. Got to go fast might generally have him here, because he's going to be on cold tyres and got to go fast. Will have DRS as well. This is not going to help Choco out at all, but Choco starting to defend, and Choco stays ahead.
Yeah, Choco, he will get those tyres light up very quickly in the heat of the desert. The heat is on, the race is on. Some might say the chase is on. I'm not backing Wolf this evening. I'm AEM Brett, and I'm very grateful to see 48 of you in the Twitch stream this evening. Thank you all for joining us and spending your Thursday evenings with us. Cypher on 56% ERS. He's half a second up on his lap. On his personal best lap. He was pushed his personal best last lap. He's using for ERS again. Down to the early 40s. And you should expect him to come in this lap, or he's going to hyperextend those hards and hope for the best.
Right then,
We'll
I've got a conclusion. Right. I feel that's going to happen here. Cypher's going to come in here, and he's going to get stuck behind Got to Go Fast. That's what I think is going to happen. You know, Brett 365. You know, it's odds on that.
Live odds.
That is odds on that Cypher pitting now. He should have waited, I think, for Got to Go Fast. We will see. I might be completely wrong, but I might have got this bang on. Let's see how this unfolds now, as they are starting to come down the straight here. So Choco is about to pass him, or is he about to pass him? Let's see.
No,
he's very close. He's come out ahead of him. I got it all wrong. The overcut, but he's on cold tyres, and Choco and Cypher battling for the win, it looks like, in a moment. They're going to go too wide here, and Choco gets himself ahead. Cypher had a bit of a look there, but does have one lap newer tyres.
Yeah, this is all going to be a race of cat and mouse until the end, because Cypher, that 52% battery, Choco on 59%. This is going to be a bit of an ERS struggle until the end if these guys are going to push like mad. But they do have the threat of NRX thrusting as a yellow flag in Sector 2. I believe that's Furious. Is he running with a punch? I don't know. Jeff has it. JT Pulse
too slow!
Lord,
son. Anyway, right, what's been going on? I said that Cypher would get caught by Got to Go Fast, and it wasn't it was Kai who got caught, so the Kais are now stuck behind him. But there's some great old battling going on here, and Cypher all over the back of Choco here. And in previous laps, he was sitting behind him. Do you know what, Brett? I don't think he will now. This is game on. This is battling for the final. This is it. This is the final stage of the race now. This is the end game. If you're talking in chess terms, and Cypher's going for it. Cypher goes up the inside. He's got one lap newer tyres as well. And that little overcut he did might really help him out. And Cypher is now leading the race. Rusty right behind both of them.
If we're going to use some chess turns, I think the term to use that Cypher's saying is check, because he hasn't made it checkmate. Yes, yet, should I say, because Choco is going to be hungry behind him for 11 laps now until the end of the race. So it's checked for Cypher, but Choco holds all the pieces in his hands at the moment. He's got the whole world in his hands, as some might say. I'm just making as many out-of-context references as possible. I hope Harvey's having the time of his life trying to pick out a TikTok compilation from tonight, because there's been terrific on-track action and some weird stuff off-track as well. But that's the fun and games of it all.
Terms and conditions, please. Simulus clothing, you can get some discount. Check the website. Check the Twitter. There you go. There's a promotion. Done. So Tamino leading us at the moment. He's on 17 lap of hards. He's getting closed in by Cypher, and Cypher's about to lap Mr. Jam Pancakes. I believe it is. Yes, Mr. Jam Pancakes. Blue flag, son. Blue flags.
Blue flag. Blue flag. Blue flag. Blue flag. Hello, Cypher's going to get DRS here. He's going to get DRS here off the AI of Jam Pancakes.
Oh, he is.
I mean, this isn't Cypher's fault at all, because, well, Jam Pancakes hasn't been in a sessional race since his pit stop where it didn't change his wings. So,
Cypher's clever, Brett. He stayed behind him until
clever.
turn 1 as well. He stayed behind him, so he has DRS again. Cypher's got a brain on his shoulders, mate. He has got a brain on his shoulders. Fair play. He waited there so he could have DRS twice.
Yeah, brilliant work from him there.
There's movement happening in midfield though, Brett. Mr. JT, what's going on?
I was born looking at the battle for P11, but we can look for the battle for P9 as well. Maris versus JT versus Egger Jr. It's getting very close between the two of them. Egger Jr. versus JT 040. JT has the inside line. There could be contact here. And looks to be all good. Well done, boys. That's some good action. But Allison against Levi has been an absolute barnstormer of a battle in the middle of the pack. Levi was ahead into turn 1, but into turn 4, Allison reclaimed the position, and it's looking to be a very good battle between two well-respected drivers within the community. But Carsey 0111 and P7 at the moment is going to wait, forgot to go fast and make his stop. Maris against JT. Maris has got the overtake in, but is JT 40 going for a little bit of a Timmy Knox switch back here? I don't think he'll be able to do so.
He couldn't get enough,
stops. No, he couldn't get enough.
This race has been about Choco and Cypher at the moment, but you can't rule off Rusty starting P3 with the pace he's been showing today. But Cypher, he's leading the cards at the moment. Choco in behind. These two been changing positions, and with 10 laps to go. It's Cypher's race, but with DRS, Choco might be able to get him, but not on this lap. Happening in the midfield, you've got Maris on the back of Egger. You've got JT going a little bit deep into that corner with his teammate behind him. There might be some team orders potentially here, because Mr. JT is on 19 lap old hard. And there you go. As I say it, JT moves over to the right hand side and is probably going to slot in between him and Levi. That is what he does. Levi's not going to enjoy that one. And now Levi's got to try and get past JT, and he has a bit of contact, a lot of contact. But once again, they're keeping it there, and JT playing the ultimate team game here for Allison, and Levi is going to have to lunge it. He's going to have to send it, and goes round the outside. Is he going to go for a bit of a Timmy Knox switch back? He is. He's going to try it. Can he get it? No! Oh my goodness, a contact, more contact. They almost binned it, but they're still going. There's battling behind as well. You've got Liam Bowman and Rain again. Oh my God, that's the second time. Rain, he doesn't know how to brake in that corner.
Yeah, just breaking late in the heat of the battle. Rain F1 yet again, public enemy number 1 for NRX at the moment. There might be a bounty put on his head from the higher ups at Nexus, because, well, that wasn't the nicest. I will admit.
I definitely saw some like fibre come off. I don't know if there's any significant damage happened, but back at the top here, Cypher and Choco.
It's getting a bit close, doesn't it?
It was very close. I saw 2 tenths and I got a bit excited. I'm not going to lie to you. Rusty, though, they're separated by 6 tenths, these two. Bowman and JT change of position, because JT is on very old hard tyres now, and Mr. Rain going up the inside of Bowman. Bowman needs to be very careful the way Rain's been racing at the moment. Obviously, prior to steward and all that, but he could have a couple of penalties come his way after the instance I have seen him do.
Yeah, would be a shame, obviously, but it is what it is, as the men say amongst the boys. Been a good shift so far from Got to Go Fast. He's not pit yet, but he's just doing a fine little dandy old job there on his hard. So might be holding out for a hero. That hero being Bert Mylander in his safety car. But as you said, last Friday, straight, it's been decent in terms of the standards. The only little mark on it would be rain, but I'm sure that will be dealt with accordingly. As Levi versus JT again. JT, I think Sir Kersey didn't make it much of a headache for Levi there, and just gonna let Levi go on pursuit of Rain F1 as Tamino picks up a 3-second time penalty. Should we show them for penalty situation? There really isn't much to show.
There's not. Generally, there's not many.
Oh, got to go
fast.
Into pits.
He's into
pits. Yep. I thought there was a spin, and he's onto those softs. He could have been holding that for a safety car. He didn't get it. He's gone onto the softs, and we're about to see some Michael Schumacher-esque, or should I say Max Verstappen-esque, because he's in for Red Bull quali laps until the end. He's in P17, which, as we know, does not reward for points. But hello, we're going back
Levi
again.
and JT again. They're going to go side by side here. And Levi and JT is battling hard on these 21-lap old outsides. He really is battling hard, and they need to be careful. You know, they have been battling for a few laps now. And they have been careful. Oh my Jesus. Closer than a gnat's wadger. And Agonized, that has gone off at turn 1 and at turn 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Tamino's gone off and you can't buy there, sir.
I really do not know what's going on with Agonized at the moment, because he's had an absolute, well, to put it bluntly, a mare. It's not been a good start for Team Suzuki this evening. One of the tournament, you know, someone that you'd expect to be up there, just consistently in the top 10. But it's just really not been Shizu's night, and I think they've got to go back to the drawing board, same with St George's, and replan and plot their next move for next week.
So we've got 7 laps to go of the race. Cypher with them 1 lap of newer tyres really maybe paying dividends here. Choco, I don't know if he's playing the waiting game here, we just can't get close enough to him. Yeah, Agonez is very new to this game, he only had 3 days of play time. But yeah, just not being hard though. You know, you go again, Ollie, mate, you go again. Yeah. JT, a good pass because he's into the pits. Soft tyres, is it?
Yeah, it has to be.
Good old hard soft strategy. Might see him get a point, maybe not. Probably not, actually.
Which is unfortunate.
Cypher went a bit off track there. Might have got himself a little cheeky warning. Did he get a warning? Let's see. No, he did not. He's not on a single warning, so it doesn't really matter. Mr. Moo Moo Milk is in. Hello, Mr. Moo.
Hi, mate.
Hi, Moo.
Hi, mate.
So, battling on track. Choco, you know, it's about now where he's got to start thinking about a move. Obviously, ideally, you say to yourself, why don't you wait for the last lap? What if it's a safety car with 2 laps of racing to go?
I mean, allow me to swear, I'd be shitting myself because, you know, Alison's parents, it's well known throughout the community that they can be quite strict on their times, but to see him in P9 at the moment does put a smile on his face. He deserves it after all for tough luck he's been. But I think a late safety car now would absolutely throw a Chesney Senior curveball. Not many of you have faced those, but they're bloody hard to face, I'll tell you that much for free. Doesn't compare to a Shohei Itani one, I'll say that much for free as well. You get a lot of stuff for free.
Monty Slover's going to get a position for free. It looks like if Brood is going to allow it, but I don't think he is, and he's probably going to have to get him on the straight. Is he going to lunge up the inside? I don't know what he's doing. He's made Brood go very wide, and Brood has gone off the track almost. Tamino and got to go fast. Who's that on the grass? Thought someone was in the grass then. But Monty too slow. Looks like he's going to get a position.
Maris against Edgar Jr. for P7. Allison just waiting in the wings. Hope to see some contact happen, I think he will. But here we go. Edgar Jr. does very well there. Very well. Takes the outside line. Edge break a little bit later there. And there goes Liam Bowman.
There's a yellow flag for Mr. Liam Bowman. You can't park there, sir. Mr. Maris got passed by Edgar during that. Back to the top of the field between back to the bottom of the field, Monty Suslow and Brood battling away. back to the top of the field, and Cypher is still leading Choco. Rusty, these three have just been, apart from when they pit, nothing's really happened between these three.
Yeah. They've been a class above the rest. That's, I think, the term to use. You know, it's sort of like watching Plymouth, Sheffield Wednesday and Ipswich in League One, just absolutely outclassed in the rest. Sort of like Burnley and Sheffield United in a championship, to use your football terms. But here comes Carsey on Pearsall Corner, the battle for P5, and that is easy pickings for Carsey 0-1-1. And Bunga Racing Team, they're getting off to a good start here because they've got a driver.
Here goes Maris, Brett. Mr. Maris going up the inside of Egger. And he's going to go right up inside of him here. Can Egger defend this? He now has the inside line. He's been squeezed a little bit there. If he got squeezed anymore, he'd have lemon juice coming out of him. But Allison now, the opportunity is, and Allison's going to go round the outside, and Egger drops down 2 positions. Allison wants another position, no, Brett. He can't get it. And Mr. Rain on the inside here. Oh, there's a colossal. There's an absolute colossal. Mr. Rain involved in an incident for not the first time today. I don't know if that was him, but I just know he was involved. So I'm just going to say he was involved. Jesus. Right. Not great. Furious is battling now, doesn't it look like? Something after they had a bit of an incident there with between Rain and Egger, and someone spun, I think it was Maris. Absolute colossal shit show. Welcome to Tier S, lads. You know,
it's going to be a long season, boys.
Rain deserves a court date. I mean, this is prior to Stewart, and we're not going to call him out, you know. I want to see everyone's point of views and all that. Right, Choco, you need to get a move on, son. You know, you've not got many laps to play with here. He looks like he's waiting for the final lap, and it's a dangerous move, waiting for the final lap. And there's another yellow flag. I think that is Bruges.
It's Bruges. Yeah.
Bruges. I just gone Bruges.
Yeah, I'm going with Club Bruges.
Club Bruges, right, got you. So, Choco, you need to get a move done soon. Really does. He's got about 3 3/4 laps. Can he get it done? He led every single lap up until the pit. Then they pit, and it all changed because Cypher did the overcut and has stayed ahead since then. Rusty generally hasn't changed from P3. He's not been battling anyone. He's just stayed in P3. Bowman is battling after his little spin. He's currently in the final point position. Who is going to win this race, Brett?
I'm not one to advocate for an incident, but I could see Cypher and Choco getting very feisty come the end of the race. And I can see Rusty taking a pickings here. I'm still confident on our pulse here, grabbing a win. That might be a bit of an outsider's choice. Brett Victor is saying 8-1 for Rusty to win. Those of the hashtag request a Brett live odds. Sky Brett offering 5-2 for Cypher wins. So Cypher coming out as a favourite on Sky Brett there. But Brett Victor offering a very good odds at the moment. Gambling rules do apply. Please gamble responsibly. If you do have an addiction, please seek help immediately.
So, Cypher starting the 27th lap now. He did burn a lot of his battery there, trying to push Choco and stretch him a little bit, but he didn't do it. He generally didn't do it. He burnt about 20% there, and Choco is even closer than he was on the last lap. 1 to 2 laps has left. He thought P17 is the best he can do today, but Choco has now got 2 3/4 laps to go. They're starting to tick off very quickly here, and he really needs to get a move done, preferably on the straight when they come round, starting the 28th lap, penultimate lap of round 1. Can he do it? I mean, at the moment, he's not got close enough, and he needs to get it done quickly, Brett.
Yeah, he needs to get foot to the floor. ERS being used here. He is actually starting to use a little bit there. I did see that in a short burst. There from Choco Raid F1 getting past TV8 Maris there in a little bit of a battle into, God, it's into turn 5. Oh, God. Don't go too wide down for double left-hander with some calamity instance happening there before. Viewer discretion's advised.
Choco is now starting to think about it in his head. He's starting to get the cogs working. And this has got to be the chance where you think he's got to go for it. Surely he's not going to do it on the last lap. He's going to burn his ERS. He is. He's going to try and close right behind Cypher here, and they are probably going to be going too wide down the straight. This is where Choco needs to go for his move here. He got passed by Cypher in the pits, in the strategy, and this is where Choco is starting to think about it. Surely he is. DRS, he is closing. He is closing. He is closing on the back of Cypher. They're going to go too wide, and it looks like Choco has got the move done, but Cypher's like, no, mate, I want it back. But no, he has been passed. But we'll have DRS on the next straight. Cypher has just been passed by Choco, but with DRS now, Choco's going to have to defend if he can. Can he defend? He's going to try to. And Cypher's going to give him the little bit of a flip-flap he is. But Choco around the outside is going to probably hold it. Or is he going to hold it? They are going too wide here on the penultimate lap of the race. Oh! These two absolutely gargantuan drivers. And Cypher is going to have to hold back. And Mr. Choco is going to lead us, Brett.
There's a little bit of an anti-flag. Here comes the Rusty. This is what we were talking about. Here comes Rusty. He leads the race. For Williams driver, he's got one and a bit lap to go. He's got 44% ERS to his name. He's got a fend off from Choco and Cypher. But there goes Choco for just a couple of corners. It was Rusty leading. But now he's the biggest rival to Choco's lead. He's got the advantage on the ERS. Let's go racing for this final lap, Mr. Tom there.
So here we go then, we are going to be starting the 29th lap. This has been really good, it's been clean racing. We've had a few incidents at the start, a couple of nil, but to be honest, majority of the racing has been absolutely amazing for round one, and that is what you expect from these drivers. Choco is going to lead us here. He's going to try and break the toe. Can he break the toe? And it looks like he is, but Rusty is now closing in onto him. Is he going to lunge it? I hope he doesn't, because this could be safety. And Rusty goes round the outside of him. There's no contact being made, and Mr. Cypher's got a good view of this one. DRS now activated for Rusty and Cypher, and he's got his pants down a little bit here. He's in a bit of trouble. Can he defend Rusty here? This is probably the only opportunity Rusty has, and Rusty goes right into the back of Choco. Rusty now has got the opportunity, and Brett, can he do it?
This is going to be put to the floor. You can fit a piece of paper between the two of them, between the three of them, and here comes Cypher down the inside, and there you go. I think that's the win for Choco there, because these two battles just going to lose him time. What is going on here? There's a switch back into the double left-hander. Cypher gets P2, but look at that, 8/10 of a differential, and Choco is just going to go clear here, and that could just be the race win sealed. Side sealed, delivered, and if we're going back to our chess terms that we used earlier on for race, it's Choco who's got the queen, he's got the king, and it's checkmate for Choco.
We are now into the final sector of the final lap. Choco has played this really well here. The lead changed 3 times going into the final lap there, and Choco is going to come around the final turn. You generally couldn't have asked for a more exciting final lap. And Mr. Choco is on his way to the line now, and he's going to take the checkered flag. Cypher's going to come home in P2, Rusty home in P3. Those three were absolutely clear of the field today. And Mr. Kai comes in P4. Connor, probably driver of the day. I think he qualified in P14 and finishes in P5. Carsey P6, Edgar P7, Levi in P8. And good recovery, to be fair. He dropped down to about P11, P12. Rain in P9. Provisional result for Rain. And Maris in 10th, Allison 11th, Furious 12th. I think that has changed anyway. Got to go fast in 13th, and Tamino is going to grab the final point position unless he gets jumped by Bowman, which he did, and Bowman gets the final point position. Wow, what a race, absolutely. Brett, that was mad.
Yeah, how fitting that they put the best race of the season for me to commentate. Very, very cool.
Do you know what? That genuinely might be the best race of the season.
Yeah, it's all down here from here. It's all down here from here, lads.
Don't really get much better than that, do you?
No.
You know.
Bahrain opener, nothing could be better than that. Could have been cleaner in some areas, good to soft in some places, but that was a firm shout for race of the season right there.
Absolutely. I remember back in the Assist 2s races, back on the other game, you generally have close races every single, and I hope this continues. I think JT spun on the line. He has. No, he's doing donuts. JT's doing donuts. Could it potentially his final race for a? There you go, Dan. You know, if you want to report and do it, but it won't get
20-second time penalty.
You know, But hey.
What would make me laugh now is if he just goes into that Rolex barrier and DNFs.
No, he will cross the line. I hope he is going to cross the line.
He's called it quits.
He did.
There we are.
Quali ban for JT next race.
Yeah, quality ban.
I hope someone clips it and sends it in, please. Can one of the team leaders clip it and send it in as a report? I beg. Egger got driver of the day. Where did he qualify? I thought it was going to be Connor. Egger must have jumped, what, 9 positions plus? Let's see. How many did Egger jump? 15 to 7. Hang on. I thought driver of the day goes on how many positions you jump. No? Because Connor's gone up 9. Connor's gone up 9 and Egger's gone up 8. So how has Connor not got? Hey.
Look.
You know what, lads?
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't. Hello, Dams. We will catch you lads next week. Tier 2, Tier 1 and Tier S. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I will be with Sean, Lennon and Joseph, I believe, are the 3 commentators. 2 more races to go for AM, it is. We're counting them down. But yeah, any final words, Mr. Brett?
Just tune in on Tuesday and Wednesday because AM are going to go out with a bang. I know Dan is penciled in for the Tier 2 race on Tuesday.
He is. I need to sort his teammate out, actually.
Yeah, there's his teammate out.
I'll sort it out.
Cheeky nudge. But yeah, I believe I might be on comms one night next week. I'm not, because it's Sean on comms one night, Lennon for the other, and then it's Joseph who'll be taking over from me in the comms box. I've kept his seat warm whilst he goes and does WR Tier 2 tonight, but it's been the end of the season for me. It's been a pleasure to commentate on one race, 1 and out. It's AM Brett, now TV8 Brett, and good night.
Right, see you later, lads. We'll catch you lads next week.
Adios.